Hello, hello. I'm just checking in with you. This is WTF number 6, Walking the Faith. Oh, number 7, Walking the Faith. I don't know. We've done way too many of them. It's fun. Um, anyway, we're doing it inside because there's a lot of construction and stuff outside and dogs bark. So we are trying to just create a little bit better environment for us to talk and have it shared without being distracted by anything coming up. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. I want to talk to you about some things that we have coming up in terms of when the country begins to open up, when things start to happen, when the restrictions are lifted, when tests are done, whenever what needs to happen happens. I want to encourage you to begin to stimulate the economy again. Like, my daughter's a pilot and she's getting information about the airlines and different things that are happening within the airlines, and I'm going to encourage you to fly again, okay? It's never going to safer time. They're taking all the precautions that they can in order to sanitize the airplanes and make sure that they're safe for everyone to travel. You can wear your mask. They're going to be able to put you through security and make sure that you're okay to fly. But don't be afraid. I think, I was thinking how we're fighting an invisible fear, an invisible enemy with an invisible weapon. And the invisible weapon is faith. Okay? We just have to take faith. We've got to be in courage. We have to take courage. We can't live in fear our whole lives about every kind of thing. God is the one who is in charge of us. He is the one who's going to keep you healthy and keep you right. You just need to take the precautions, necessary precautions. I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you to take the necessary precautions. However, don't live in fear. If you need to fly, if you need to go, once the restrictions are lifted, go. Go and take a ticket, buy a ticket, stimulate the economy, begin to get back into your routine of doing life again in our country and around the world. The other thing I want to tell you is that God was talking with me about Luke 14 and the table, and how the master of the Great Supper, who had invited all these people to come in, and one by one they made excuses as to why they couldn't come. But in Luke 24, it talks about when Jesus was walking with the disciples on the road to Emmaus, and they were pouring out their heart, and they were sharing their complete devastation at all the circumstances that have surrounded his death and how they felt about it. And Jesus was, when they got to their village, he was getting ready to move on, but they invited him to come to their table. And when that happened, he gave thanks, he broke bread, and then it says their eyes were opened. Their eyes were opened. I'm going to tell you that we're living in that time when everything around us, our whole world has been shaken. Everything has gone crazy. Like we've never seen it before. We are inviting Jesus to come to our table. He's going to give thanks and break bread, and our eyes are going to be open. He wants to heal us. He wants to set us free. He wants to give us instruction. He wants to give us identity. He wants to give us blueprints for the days ahead. He wants to be able to give us instruction, right? So that we're not living in this continuous panic-driven moment where everything is crazy and you just feel like you're never going to swing back. That's not true. We have things that God wants for us to do. This did take us by surprise, but let me tell you something. God is in the middle of the surprise. How's that? He's the one who's in the middle of it. It doesn't matter what comes down the pike, what happens in our families and our lives or whatever. We've got to turn our eyes back on him. That's where our peace is going to be. If you take your eyes off of Jesus, then that's when you're going to have turmoil and confusion. You're going to get angry and anxious. You're going to start having meltdowns. You're going to get all paranoid and angry with one another. And it's nothing more than a trick of the enemy to try and divert your attention into something that you don't need to be paying attention to. Okay? We need to live in peace. We need to live in unity with each other. We're all on the same team. We're all in this boat together. We're all going in the same direction. And as it pertains to people that are in places of leadership making decisions, consider them to be the pilot of your own plane. If you don't like what they're doing, and if you badmouth them and you're constantly critical about everything, and you don't pray for them, and you don't pray for God to give them direction, if they go down, if they get confused, or if they have all these negative things coming toward them, and it begins to compromise their navigation. And if that plane goes down and you're on that plane, you're going down with it. So I'm encouraging you to pray for people and leaders in places of authority. That's what we're instructed to do. And keep at peace with all men. Just be at peace with them. Everyone's navigating through these times. Everybody's navigating in a different way. And God has a plan and a purpose. And we've talked about this before, but I'm telling you, we're coming in a place now where we are walking with Jesus on the road to Emmaus. He wants us to pour out our heart. Pour out your heart. Tell him what you think. Tell him how you feel. Tell him how this has affected you. Get quiet with him. Give him the ability to share with you and to talk with you, and to let him tell you from his perspective what he sees about the coming days. All right? Again, when you can, when things are lifted, when the restrictions are lifted, when the state by states begin to open up again, begin to take trips, begin to shop, support your local businesses, support your local eating establishments, support whatever you can do, support one another. Take friends with you out to eat, or whatever our restrictions, I don't know what they're going to look like, but whatever you can do to support the local economy and stimulate the economy to go again, that's what we want to do, okay? So, and in the meantime, make sure that you're really understanding what the voice of God sounds like. He's going to teach you how to hear. And in Revelations it says, those who have ears, let them hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Okay? So let's hear what he has to say, and not draw our own conclusions. And as much as you can, stop negative talk. It's just not helping out. Not helping out. Love you guys. I'm telling you, this is a good time. It's a good time ahead for us. Even in the midst of weird stuff, it's a good time ahead for us. So tell me your dreams. We're going to start our dream show pretty quick. So we want to be able to take your dreams. We're going to interpret them on the air. And I'm hoping to get some sort of a line set up so you can do a call-in and we can record you telling us the dream, and then we can interpret it for you. So I'm getting a lot of great dreams in. We're getting overrun with dreams, by the way. We've got so many that we are really having to take longer to get back with the people who've submitted dreams to us. So if you're waiting and you've submitted a dream and you've given a donation toward that dream, and you're having, you feel like you're waiting too long, please don't feel like you're alone. We just had an avalanche full of dreams come in recently, and a lot of them have a very similar themes. So, all right, okay, I just did a podcast with Pastor Troy Brewer. That's going to be coming out before too long. I think it's going to be on God TV. I'm not sure, but either way, we're going to get this thing rolling. And I just wanted to encourage you today. I want to tell you that we love you. Be blessed, be encouraged, be strengthened, be hopeful. Don't let anything get you down. Every negative thought, pull every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Just listen to what he has to tell you, okay? And be kind to one another. Be really, really kind. Everyone needs it right now, okay? And laugh. You can also laugh, because I have friends that I'm in friendship with, and we do that, and also watch movies that are funny. Okay, I love you. Okay, bye. Peace out. WTF, walk in the faith. Bye.